Well, hello internets, here we are. A little bit of a vlog for another day. But I guess it is what it is. And here we are. And welcome to our vlog. Well, it's been a while once again since I vlogged, probably another week or so. A lot of things been going on. Been dealing with a lot of personal issues, personal things that I've been trying to work through and trying to overcome once again. It seems to be a cycle, seems to be a struggle, but I guess it's kind of the way it is. You know, the vacation that I went on was wonderful. It was beautiful. It was something I would love to continue constantly. However, you have to return to where you come from eventually, and all that was waiting for me once I got back, plus more unexpected things. Then, of course, you come down with the flu, or whatever this was. Still not 100% over it, but I'm way better than I was, which definitely is a plus. I have contemplated around moving. My lease is up here in another month or so. I can't believe it's been a year that I've been in this place. I could afford a nice two-bedroom apartment in a nice building with an elevator, which would make things a lot easier on my own. However, at this point, on my good days, I can still get around without an elevator. On my bad days, I just don't go anywhere. I just don't leave the apartment. I just don't get out. And sometimes my bad days stretch into bad weeks, and well, that's where the problem comes in. So I've been looking around at apartments and stuff, and you know, I could afford to move to another city, another town altogether. But, you know, as much as Lloydminster has become a pain and a little bit of a stale place to live for me, especially now with, you know, no ties to the community, no real reason to stay here, from near as I can tell, it's still cheaper to live here than to live anywhere else that I've looked. And in a small town, small town, you don't have the grocery stores that we do here. You have to travel to the next town to get groceries. You know, probably be the same with doctors and all that as well. And a lot of those small towns don't really have rental apartments, and if they do, they're full. And the next larger towns, the rental apartments are more than I'm paying here. So it's I guess a no win-win, I suppose. It's kind of the town that you want to leave, but you can't afford to leave, so you're kind of stuck here, I guess, you know. And well, I've been here for the first 40 years of my life, so why not, you know, end my life living still in the same town that I grew up in and was born in. So spend another 40 years in this stale town that really will never go anywhere than what it already is for me. And I don't know. Who really knows what the future holds too? You know, in 6 months things might have changed again, because they most definitely changed from where I thought I was heading, you know, 2-3 months ago. But pretty much, guys, got a couple things I'm wanting to do today. Go and do a few things, see where the day goes, and around we go. So we'll catch you all later. Well, hello internets, here we are. Well, we come to the end of another day. It was an okay day. I've been through a little bit of frustration today with a certain fabrication shop in town that seems to have quoted me one price before the job was started, and now doubled the price when it comes time to pay up. Now I understand, you know, they did add another piece of steel to the works and a couple things like that, but I asked him, going through each step, sort of, before okaying the next step, to proceed, how much it was going to be. And he says, no price change, no price change. And then here, when it comes time to pay up, they've doubled the price. Now I understand, they've done a really nice job with the artwork and such, which takes time. Maybe he didn't know what his design guy was doing. Maybe he still thought it was going to be a simple rectangle plate, and then when he gets the actual cost of shop time, then he goes, oh, well, we got to charge double now. Well, not to mention I'm not too happy, and not to mention I haven't paid for it yet, and I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to be honest. It took a while to dig up that kind of money to originally get together for the start of the build. So it could take another while before I get the other half together to repay the double inflated of his cost now. So it's like, plus when you've quoted somebody a price, and I understand there's a little bit of wiggle room, but double the price doesn't really make any sense. I find that if you're emotional about something, whether it's a casket or a headstone or sentimental about a vehicle or clothing or whatever, then you tend to pay more, and these companies know that. That's why there's big bucks in certain industries where they prey on the emotions of people. So therefore, if you don't let emotions run you, then you don't make bad choices. And I think this time it's going to be one of those things where it's not going to be that way. I'm not going to allow my emotions and my sentiments to allow me to pay more for it just to get the job done, so Dad can so-called rest in peace. Dad's already been resting in peace for 3 years, so he's not going to rest anymore at peace to have his grave marked. If anything, he likes not having it marked, because he's the only one in the cemetery that doesn't have his grave marked. So it's kind of his own way of sticking it to the man, kind of a thing. But that being said, Ian further thought with the apartment, with moving and such. I could, the one that I found would have been perfect. There's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, common kitchen, common living area. Looks like by the plans there's even room for a kitchen table, which, would be okay. Taking in a roommate would be always an option. However, it would have to be a very special roommate, because my schedule and my needs and my lifestyle is very hard to get along with, because I don't sleep a full 8 hours at night. I sleep an hour and a half, 2 hours here and there. So it would take someone that was like almost blind and deaf to get along with me because of my schedules and stuff. It is always an option. There always is someone out there looking for something, even temporarily for a couple of months. The option's not completely off the table, but at the same time, it's if you're gonna move, you have to make sure the move is gonna be worth it, because the extra $200-300 a month that you're going to be paying more each month is going to be your fun money. Why have a Cadillac to drive if you can't afford the fuel to put in the tank? And that'll be basically the way it is with this apartment. Is I'll get myself a fancy apartment, then there'll be no summer road trips, or there'll be no trips to Edmonton to go to Candy Cane Lane, because all my money will have gone just to pay rent and bills alone. And that was why I chose to be where I am right now. It's a combination of not too cheap, meaning as in run down, shabby, dangerous, as in $600 a month, But yet at the same time, it's not over the top expensive, you know, $1,600 a month kind of an apartment, right? So we'll have to see how that shapes up for the future. Like I said before, you never know. Things might end up changing in another 6 months or another year, and we'll reevaluate things then. But other than the wonderful fabricating shop springing a thing on me like that, the day was an okay day. I got a couple more things I wanted to do over the next few days. Hopefully we can carry on through and get her done. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's Vlogs. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.